Okay, so the first thing I want you to do is go into the slides presentation and copy the code for the following and stick it in Python Tutor and run it and think about what happened, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it, okay? So I'm going to pause the video for a few minutes. You can pause on your own. Okay, so let's talk about what happened and what got printed out. We're going to explain these things that got printed. The first thing that happens, you set y equal to 3, and then you printed the ID of y. Well, that produced this value right here. This is the memory location where the object pointed to by y is located. Then the def got ran, but nothing got printed during that. Okay. And then we set z equal adder y, and that doesn't print anything. But when we get into the adder, some things happening. Okay. So we called adder with y as the parameter, so y replaced the argument y replaced the parameter x. Then we printed the ID of x, and the next thing we see is that the ID of x is the same thing as the ID of y. That is, it is the same object. And then we printed the value of y, and y was available in the external environment. We didn't refer to it as x, we referred to it as y, and we got the value 3. Then we said x is x plus 1, and print the ID of x, and we got something different, okay? So we did not change the object pointed to by the name y or internally x. Okay. Then we returned x, and that returned to here. So when we print z, we're getting the value 4. And when we print y, well, y has not been altered. The fact that you mapped y to x and then changed x in here, that had no effect on y. It is still exactly what it was before. Okay, so think about all that, and we'll go on and do something else. So I want you to fix the following in 2 different ways. Well, what's to be fixed? You can see that the thing failed when you said result equals 3 star star exponent, which means that at the point where you got here, you did not have a value of exponent. But you can see it right here. Exponent is float of input, and that got done. You can see that it happened here. And then print exponent, that happened here. Okay. But when you left the function, after you'd finished executing the function, you return to here, and now it does not have access to the variable named exponent because exponent was local to the function. Okay? So think about why all that happened, and think about the different ways that you could fix this thing. Okay? And pause the recording while you're thinking, of course. Okay, you're back. So let's look at some ways we might fix this problem. The first fix is to make the function fruitful. That is, it actually returned the value of exponent. And it said exponent is equal to get underscore exponent. Okay? As a result, the exponent that you're looking for here is what was returned here. And it's not the fact that it's this name, it's the fact that it's this name. And that worked. Okay? A second way that you could do this, that you could get access to the variable exponent after you've run the function, is to make the variable exponent within the function a global variable. And that was done here. Global exponent, that says that what is calculated here as exponent will be available under the name exponent anywhere in the entire program that you're running. So after we run get exponent, the name exponent is available because it is global. Okay? So we're going to talk now about positional parameters. Here's a simple function. Display A, B, C, and it does nothing but to print A is A, B is B, C is C. Okay? So the basic usage, display 1, 2, 3, because A was the first thing, it gets mapped to 1. B is the second thing, it got to 2. C is the third thing, it got to 3. Okay? A twist. What will Python print? Display B is 2, C is 3, A is 1. Completely out of order. But it's okay because we took those parameters, which were just defined as positional, and turned them into keyword parameters by, instead of entering just the values 2, 3, and 1, we preceded them with B equal 2, C equal 3, and A equal 1. This is called keyword usage. And it says A is 1, B is 2, C is 3. Even though they're completely out of order, but it's okay because we use them as keywords. So write it down in your own words in your notebook. And basically what you want to say is that you can always override positional usage with keyword usage. We didn't have to do anything to make it possible to use the keyword format. We just did it. So what will this print? Display 5, C is 4, B is 3. So we've got two things which are clearly keyword types. C is 4, B is 3. And this is, the first parameter is positional. So this will be A, this will be C, and this will be B. So let's look and see if that's the way that works. A is 5, B is 3, C is 4. Again, this gets mapped to A because it's in the first position. What will this print? B is 3, C is 4, 5. Okay. What will that print? Well, go ahead and try it. See? Okay, I hope you've tried it by now. It failed. Positional argument follows keyword argument. Okay, it says that if you're going to have a mixture of positional parameters and keyword parameters, that you've got to put all of the positionals first. What will this print? A equal 1, B equal 2. Aha. We said nothing about C, and our function expects 3 arguments because it's got 3 parameters. So you missed a required positional argument. another twist. Display 2, a comma b comma c equals 6. So in the definition of the function, we have a keyword usage, and this says that the default parameter of the value of c will be 6, although you could override it. Okay. And if you just give 2 keyword parameters, that works in this case because this thing did not need to be given the value of c because c had a default value. Okay, star args and star quargs. Here's an example of star args. The function is list of integers, star int list. And it says for x in int list, print x. Note that it's not args. The name of the parameter that we put in here is int list. And it turns into a list internally. So what will Python print? List of integers 1, 2, 3, 4, quote hi there. What's going to happen when you print that? Go ahead and try. Okay, let's look. It didn't complain about the fact that hi there was not an integer. You could have stuck anything in the list. Perhaps a better name of this function would have been print list. Star quargs, keyword arguments. So here's a star, and it's followed by dict underscore inputs. So the name dict underscore inputs, that is the parameter. And it's expecting somehow a key and a value if dict underscore inputs dot items. And then you print key comma value. And then you return dict underscore inputs. So the only thing that it returned was its input. And let's take a look at that. What will Python print? mydict equal make dict a equal 1, b equal 2, comma c equal 3, and print mydict. So make dict printed out this, and then we printed mydict. So mydict was actually a dictionary. Even though it wasn't specified as a dictionary, it's specified in a form with an equal, a key equal 1 value, b key equal 2 value, c equal 3, c is the key and 3 is the value. And note that when we actually look at those in the dictionary, we have the quote a quote as a key value. Okay, so that concludes the second part of our material on functions.